What's the most ridiculous emergency response you witnessed in the military? Base commander in Afghanistan wanted realistic training. Decided we needed a surprise emergency drill. Full base lockdown, complete with simulated injuries and insurgent infiltration. Colonel Parker, the commander, was Harvard educated with zero combat experience. Planned this elaborate scenario without telling anyone except his immediate staff. Not the MPs, not the medics, not even the watch commander. 0300 on a Tuesday. Absolutely pitch black. Base alarm blares. Then we hear actual gunfire, not blanks. Live rounds. Someone shooting on the fob. Everyone scrambles. Combat-loaded weapons. Body armor. The works. No one knows if it's real or not. Radios blowing up with conflicting reports. Insurgents breach the wire. Casualties at the DFSE. QRF responds south entrance. My team mobilizes. We're checking sectors, ready for contact. Heart rates through the roof. Then my radio squawks. It's the commander, using the exercise frequency. This is Eagle 6. Excellent response time. Exercise continues. Role players will approach with simulated wounds. That's when the first confusion happened. The night shift MPs, who weren't briefed, spot 3 soldiers running with fake blood and what look like weapons. They respond with force. Nearly shoot the role players before someone screams, "Exercise!" Then the Afghan army contingent, who definitely weren't informed, start setting up defensive positions. They're loading RPGs, thinking we're under actual attack. Meanwhile, Colonel Parker's driving around in his Humvee with a loudspeaker, announcing scenario updates like a football commentator. "Attention all personnel! Insurgents have reached the command center!" That's when the real emergency happened. One of the role players, Lieutenant Hayes, decided to be extra realistic. Started banging on doors in the female barracks, screaming, "Insurgents inside! Help me!" 3 female soldiers pepper sprayed him. One hit him with a metal footlocker. He went down hard. Concussion, broken nose, fractured orbital socket. Real medevac called, but the flight crew thought it was part of the exercise. Took them 30 minutes to realize Hayes really needed evacuation. While this is happening, the base siren's still blaring. Someone in the TOC tried to turn it off, but the system locked up. Had to cut the power to the entire command center to silence it. By sunrise, we had 1 lieutenant in the hospital, 3 Afghan soldiers who'd fled the base thinking it was compromised, a destroyed generator from when someone crashed a Humvee while responding, a brigadier general from division who'd arrived for a surprise visit in the middle of this chaos. The exercise was officially termed a training success with areas for improvement in the after-action report. Colonel Parker received a Bronze Star for innovative training techniques 6 months later. But the real fallout came when Lieutenant Hayes' father, a retired general, heard what happened. One phone call to the Pentagon, and Colonel Parker was suddenly needed for an important special assignment back in the States. At the Pentagon's parking garage, checking vehicle registrations. The funniest part? 2 years later, we actually did have a minor perimeter breach. Response was flawless. Everyone knew exactly what to do because of Parker's ridiculous drill. The insurgents were caught within minutes. No casualties. Parker got credit for that too. Citation claimed his forward-thinking training methodology prepared forces for actual combat scenarios. Never mentioned the concussions, property damage, or the Afghan soldiers who refused to sleep on base for a month. When I ETS'd, they were still telling the story at newcomer briefings. "Don't be a Parker" became shorthand for good intentions with disastrous execution. Sometimes the line between brilliant and idiotic is just a matter of perspective. And sometimes the best training for chaos is accidental chaos itself.